If you are new to our channel, welcome aboard to our 1971 Viking 37. My name is Ivan, this is my wife Victoria, and these are our kids. So what do we have here? Everything looks accurate, great, looks like rock solid. I moved this stuff around to have some space to install that missed piece and redo this. But first of all, I think I have to cut to size this beam. Then I have to install this supporting post to a new piece and remove the stern one and redo this again to be able to fit that bulkhead. Attach the new piece of bulkhead to fit it, but looks like something isn't right. I think that something is there, doesn't let it go, so I have to figure it out. Oh yeah, okay, I got it. I knew this will be the wrong size. Okay, I gotta do some jiggery pokery. Remove, install, install, remove, and good to go. One beam is ready to go. A lot of dust, noise, and burning smell, but looks fine to me. We'll see how does it fit. So looks like it's sit a little bit lower than before. Probably it's enough to cut. Anyway, I have to seal underneath and add some layer of fiberglass. Well, from the other hand, looks like it's slightly higher than I think. Probably I have to cut another 1 inch. In worst case scenario, I can add some spacer on top, but at least it will be make sure that it will sit lower enough. There will be at least one more layer of fiberglass underneath, so it will be lifted up a bit. I have marked the cut and there is one screw on the way. Okay, let's take this out. Well, in such of a huge cut we have a more contact surface of the beam. The process of cutting takes 2 stages. So I cut from one side because my circular saw blade is not that big. Then turn it around and cut it again. Oh yeah, now it's much better. We have some space to wiggle. So one half is done. It's time to redo this second beam. So I moved this metal post, and the new piece of bulkhead sits on its place much nicer than before. And here is the figure hole to fill with the thickened epoxy. It's time to glue it to the bottom, fill up all these gaps, and then lowering down the deck to load this gap and reduce space. And probably I have to send this unknown substance of garbage, or I don't know what it is, glue, maybe cover with their fiberglass layer too, to make it more reliable. Okay, we'll see. Sending down these contact points of the existing bulkhead. Oh, this part is not really looks well, slightly rotten. I will fill it with the thickened epoxy. I think this jack needs to be installed back. It was just fall down. Since this part will take some kind of structural loads, I will probably wrap it with the fiberglass. I've drawn such a figure. The pieces were cut and looks like it's fit nicely. Only left thing is soak it in epoxy, glue it, and wait. I made such pieces and wrap it with the film, and there will be some kind of limiters for the bulkhead. I want to keep it in place and center it while it's gluing. Same time I covered this hole and filled some epoxy inside. Now I can patch it. I just screwed it. Well, it'll be nice, I think. Yeah, I have to hold it from other side too, I guess. It's still wiggling. Looks like it's cured. Almost. The resin squished out from this side. And it's too much squished out from the bottom side. But we'll take care of that. There was a hole, as there is no hole anymore. Same story here. Must be cured as a rock. Once this all completely cured, I can continue and install the beam to its primary place. So the beam is in place. So I put underneath a layer of resin mixed with the Caba seal and glue it to the bulkhead as well with the same mixture, and added 2 tabs to the bottom. It must be unbreakable from now. Just waiting for curing. Another day. Yesterday I finished with gluing this beam, forward beam, a ball beam to the place. Yeah, it looks pretty much okay to me. Probably I will put some layer of polyvinyl alcohol to make it completely cure. Yeah, this is still tacky. And I add a layer of gel coat. I never tried, it's my first time actually. Well, looks nice. It's totally cured. Yeah, I use the heater for heating up this PVA to make it more liquid. While PVA is drying, I try to feed this old piece. Let's see how this looks like. At the same time, I can just leave it here and start doing the stern side of the beam. So now it's sitting on a only single pole, and I release the stern side and I can do rework on this side too. So I gotta sand the extras and filled up the missed pieces. And this beam needs to take care a little bit to make it usable. Same time I will do the patches or tabs for the new piece of bulkhead. And this joint will make it one solid piece. I have prepared this side, cleaned, sanded, and ready to do. Yeah, there is a rotten spot from this side as well. Have to just clean it out. I will patch it with the thickened epoxy and will be just like new. I cut this beam a little bit more just to make it fit. Let's see. Looks like a glove. Just need to push it a little bit, add more thickened epoxy underneath, and it will be like a factory built. I've sanded the piece, so now it looks like brand new from the wood. The thing left is just seal it with the resin, wrap it with the fiberglass, and to assemble this all. I can't get it what is pushing it. Here you go, yet another piece of fiberglass ready to cut to size, something like this. Also prepared those tabs So I'm gonna glue it. Finished with the gluing of this resin and wrap these fiberglass and also install these stabbings. I will use a heat gun to speed up the process. Well, the piece is ready. Even it's glued to this little spacers underneath. I will probably sand it and cover with another layer of resin. And this side is already cured. It just stuck a little bit. Finished with the sanding. And now it looks much better. The only task left is just to install it. Last fit before installation. Looks good. Sits on its place. Almost the same level like the other one. But this is not really important anymore. I have prepared these tabs from fiberglass. Everything is installed. All tabbing. Thickened epoxy underneath, next to the wall. And I add a little bit liquid resin just to test how this will fit. The surface looks shiny. Once it's cured, it must look nice. While resin is curing, I'm mocking around the deck, how to make it, what angle, which height, and so on. So far I'm in up. I just have one thought to make in line with the existing floor. Probably I will try to make a straight line and make one piece and try to straighten it. About starboard side floor, I'm not really sure yet. Ideally just to lower it down as much as possible and make it a wet compartment for the shower. The other challenge is what to do with the toilet. So I thought to put it on the right side, but there's a bunch of through holes and hoses and who knows else what. I'm thinking that I put the toilet from the left side and push it as much as possible to the forward and move this sink to the right side. In this case I'll free up a lot of space with a good height. Maybe install some shower, I don't know, we'll see. I've installed 2 compression posts now, wedged it, looks reliable. It's time to wrap it up.